Boys and girls, Jazzman here. We are back with another video, and this one is just at the tail end of game week 1. We've only got a few games left to play. To get this video out on time, I kind of have to skip a day to make sure it lands at the right time for you. But this video will go over the players and teams you should be targeting if you are looking to play your Limitless chip in game week 2. So let's break down who you should be looking at. I've got 3 players from 6 different teams that you should be looking at targeting this game week 2 if you're looking to use your Limitless chip. Now remember, Limitless chip allows you to pick 15 players and have unlimited budget. Alright? So you can pick as many players as you want for as much money as you want, as long as they fit within the numbers and spaces they have. So let's get down to it. I've got 6 teams that you should look to be targeting to make it as good as possible. And if you're still in the race for your little mini leagues, then this is a perfect time to use your Limitless chip. This is going to be probably the best game week to do so. So let's get down to it real quick and make this video nice, short and sharp. So first team out of the gates is the obvious one, and that is France. Now obviously, game week 1, playing Germany, everybody's a bit flaky on them. I, for example, took a punt on him. I brought in Griezmann, so we'll soon see after this video goes live how well he did and how good that punt was. But next game week 2, they're playing Hungary, and that is a game week they should be pummeling them. So you want to be targeting at least 3 players from France, and this is my tips for those 3 players. Now it's pretty obvious, the first 2, Mbappe and Griezmann. France don't attack through their midfield or their backline very often. It is mainly done by their forwards. So they play a very rigid 4-3-3 formation. They're 3 central midfield players, Kante, Pogba and a third. Generally hold their line and play into their forward line. So that's where Mbappe and Griezmann and Giroud or Benzema, depending on who's up top with them. All right. So Mbappe obviously is Mbappe. 44 games, 31 goals and assists. It's phenomenal numbers. He's obviously phenomenal, and he will be pivotal to pretty much any attacking form that goes on. Griezmann, just as bloody good for France, man. 118 games, 89 goals and assists all up. These guys are going to obviously play. We will know who's in more form after this game week. So, but my advice, if you're looking to use your Limitless chip, you probably want to have at least 2 France strikers in there, and these 2 would be the go. The third guy would be a defender. Now, obviously, you're looking for like clean sheet points, and where better to start than France versus Hungary. They're not going to concede. I don't see it happening. Pavard will probably play 90 minutes. He will be the most attacking one of the lot. So if there's something that goes on, maybe swings a cross in or something like that, it gets him the end of something. He is like renowned for scoring some points, so he can be up and about. So he's the one I'd be looking to get into your team. He's pretty cheap too, so he's only 6 mil. He's going to get you a decent clean sheet. But for France, they are the 3 players that I would be looking to bring in. Now, the next team that I would be looking to stack in my Limitless team would be the England players. Now, they are going up against Scotland. This will be a slugfest, but as we did see in the Scotland game, they are very emotionally driven. They will attack, but they will leave chances. And obviously, they lost against the Czech Republic. It was a blinder of a goal. But this will be fiery beyond compare. But I do see the quality of England running through them. Now, the 3 guys that I'll be looking to bring in are pretty obvious, all right? Sterling scoring the goal for him in the first game, phenomenal. He missed a plethora of chances, but managed to score the one that matters most. So, well done. I'd be looking to bring him in. Kane missed everything. Obviously hit the post with himself, but there's not often that Kane goes without scoring a goal or doing some assists. Like 55 games, 47 goals and assists is ridiculous. I expect Kane to be on the end of that. Scotland don't have very decent centre-backs, big centre-backs. That he's going to be involved in everything. So these 2 guys are almost non-negotiable. Trippier, he will probably play 90 minutes. He's on, like you see, in all corners, all free kicks. He almost banged one in the top corner, except for Perisic's face got in the way. He will be involved, and he will get you a minimum of 6 points. I don't see them conceding a goal here, and he'll probably whip in a corner or something that'll get him a point, an extra couple of points. So they're the 3 guys from England that you should be looking to bring in on your Limitless chip. Now, team number 3 is obviously a team that had a blinder of a start to this tournament, and that is Belgium. They went up against Russia, smashed them 3-0. Lukaku had a fucking field day. Alright, so obviously player number 1, if you have not already got him in your team, it should be Lukaku. Alright, he got 2 goals last game week. Obviously, a phenomenal player. He's been on fire for lately. He will be scoring some goals in this game against Denmark. Alright. Next up is a bit of a punt call. Eden Hazard. He played 20 minutes. They're looking to get him back in the team and get him back in form. He's pretty prolific for Belgium. 108 games, 65 goals and assists. He didn't do much in game week 1, but if you're looking to make a bit of a differential and you're playing the Limitless chip, why not? Get in Eden Hazard, see if you go. Because if he gets on form and he starts doing something, he's going to be right involved in everything. And obviously, for your defense, Thomas Meunier, he had a phenomenal game. He got lucky because Castagna came off injured and he came on and he was just involved in everything. Got a clean sheet, got the assist, got a goal, smashed it. It's probably going to be the highest point scoring player for this week. So if you had him in your team, well done. But if you don't, get him in your team. 5.5 mil, he's going to get you a clean sheet at least. Probably not a goal or an assist, but shit, if he does and gets another 15 points, fuck, you're laughing. So they're the 3 guys that I'd be looking to bring in for Belgium. Now we move on to another team that had a blinder of a start to the tournament. That's a 3-0 win against Turkey, and this is Italy. They played probably the best football of any of the teams in the tournament so far. They were brilliant. Alright, and Insigne killed it, clean sheet and a goal, 8 points. Get him in your team. If you need a midfielder, I recommend at least 2 players from the Italian team, and I recommend, obviously your forwards are probably going to be stacked with highly expensive players and off peak from the peak team, so Insigne is probably the guy you're going to end up with in your team, and he is well worth it. Goal, clean sheet last game, 8 points, brilliant, great choice. Next up, if you do want to go a little different on your strikers and say not have Lukaku, Kane, Mbappe, Griezmann, someone like that, if you want to go a little bit different, Immobile is a good choice. 9 points, got an assist and a goal in game week 1. It looks like he might be on form. This was always the question with Immobile, is can he score those chances, because he does miss a shit ton. And the answer so far has been yes. So if you're looking to make a bit of a difference, change up your team from most people's teams, Immobile could be the guy. And obviously in the defense, you can't go past Spinazzola. 9 points, got a clean sheet and an assist, and was fucking great. He was brilliant. Bombing on down that wing, he was having a field day. So if you need a defender, and I'll recommend a defender, because Switzerland, I don't see them scoring against this really, really organised Italy team. They're very good, and they are very, very underrated. Let's put it that way. I can see this team going quite far, and I don't see Switzerland putting up much of a threat. They didn't put up much of a threat against Wales. They drew 1-1. So I see Spinazzola getting himself a clean sheet, at least a clean sheet. So they're the 3 guys that I would be looking to bring in from Italy. Next up is the Ukraine team. And now, they did lose their first game, 3-2, but they did put up a fight like I said they were going to. These guys are pretty fucking good, alright? So for game week 2, they are coming up against North Macedonia. I expect a win here, and I expect a goal feast. They were 2-0 down, they came back 2-2, ended up drawing 3-2 or something. It was fucking excellent against the Netherlands, and Netherlands were defensively open. So I expect North Macedonia to be more open. So these guys will be banging, shooting, having a great time. Alright, so my picks: Yarmolenko in the midfield. He got a goal from outside the box. If you hadn't seen it, it is a bloody good shot. He whipped that ball and curled that right into that top corner. It was a great goal. He is a beast for this Ukraine team. 95 games, 62 goals and assists. What more do you want? 8.5 mil for a midfielder. Can't go wrong. If you need a forward, if you're not playing the Limitless chip and you're looking to just bring in a decent striker, then Yarmolenko, I'm going to say his name is Yarmolenko. Yeah, whatever. That guy. Up front, 7 mil for Ukraine. 9 points. Goal and an assist. Brilliant game. Brilliant. Obviously, they lost 3-2, but these 2 were pivotal at everything. Now, if you need a defender, now, hopefully, they can keep their doors shut at the back and they don't concede any stupid goals to North Macedonia. But if you do, then Zinchenko is your guy. 5.5 mil, plays down the left-hand side, will do well. He was involved in a lot of the attacking stuff. He didn't get anything, he got 1 point for the game week because of the 3 goals they conceded, but he was involved in a lot of the good stuff that was happening for him. So and he's not shy to pop up with a goal or an assist. So if you need a guy in your team for the defense and you're looking for someone a little bit different, then Zinchenko from the Ukraine is it. But these are the 3 guys that I would be putting in from Ukraine. And the final team I would be looking to stack my team with would be Croatia. Now, they obviously lost to England 1-0. It wasn't a great game by them, but they did have their chances. But they were up against a very good England team. So this time around, they're up against the Czech Republic, and Scotland took it to the Czech Republic, and they ran with them. They put them up against the ropes, and they had them scared. So, they conceded those 2 goals and ended up going down 2-0. But I see Croatia being a vastly better team than the Czech Republic, and who will be involved in everything? It'll be the big 3 that they have for the Croatian team: Perisic, Rebic, and Modric. Those 3 guys will be involved in everything going forward. Perisic, $8.5 million midfielder, brilliant. Obviously a goal or assist every other game, he will do well. Rebic, their main starting striker, he will play most of the game up top. He is a big lad, and the Czech Republic will struggle with him up top. And then your maestro in the midfield, Modric. That guy pulls the strings on everything. If there's something good happening, he's there. So he could be very well and truly inside the points. This would be the final team. If I'm looking to fill a spot or 2, maybe, I've got a guy left over and I don't know what game to target. This game, the Croatia versus Czech Republic game, is about as locked on as you're going to get once you get down to this kind of level. You've got your big 5 teams that you can almost call, but then you'd get to the Ukraines and the Croatias. That would be the 2 leftover teams. And if you're looking to make a difference in your team, these 2 teams could be that difference. So, again, the 3 players that I'd be looking to bring into my team would be these guys from Croatia. Alright, and that's it for this video. It is a quick one. As I said, I'm knocking out 6 teams, 3 players from each, as to who you should be looking to bring in for your Limitless chip this week. So, if you liked the video, give it a like. If you've got any questions, or you want to know some stuff, or know my thoughts on some other players that maybe I haven't touched on, or teams I haven't touched on, hit me a comment below. Otherwise, I look forward to seeing you guys in the next video. I will hopefully have up a wrap-up video for our Game Week 1 for the Foxes FPL League after the round is finally finished, which should wrap up in the morning. So as I said, I'm filming this before the France and Portugal games have played. So who knows? France could shit the bed and Germany go mental. Who knows? I'm not expecting it. My predictions here is France to get up 3-0 and Portugal to win 3-0 as well. So it's going to be a big goal scoring morning. Ronaldo, Mbappe, Griezmann, all going to have field days. So let's see if it comes true. But yeah, leave me a like. I'll see you guys in the next video.